Hi plant friends, it's another shopping tour. We're at Valleyview Gardens. First up is the Alocasia latabachiana for $15. Not badly priced, they also have the Alocasia Wenti for $15 too. The foliage on these guys are so stunning. Lots of Alocasia bambinos too for $15. Look at these guys. I'm so drawn to the variegation on these leaves. So beautiful. The Rhaphidophora tetraspermas were looking so nice and healthy. They've got these tagged in the store as Philodendron minima, and they were $15. Lots of beautiful plants here, and look at the fenestrations on the leaves. $10 for the baby Philodendron rojo congo. This is great if you don't have a lot of space or you're tight on space right now. This is a good plant to start off with, especially when it's nice and tiny. The Hoya pubicalix is $10. Now this is a good one if you want to start out your Hoya collection with a few plants. This is a good price point. It looks like they had about 3 cuttings in a pot, but if you're lucky you could probably find a pot with 4 cuttings. Also a great plant to add to your Hoya collection is the Hoya astralis. These are $10. I've got one of these beauties and it grows so quickly. I've had so many cuttings over the last 6 months. It's unbelievable. It's currently on my balcony growing wild. And look at this potted plant. Absolutely stunning. Let's take a look at this beauty for a moment, just tucked in between the Hoyas. This fuchsia plant is $50. I wonder if it's fragrant. I didn't get a chance to get into it with my nose. It was a little bit too far in the display. I have to say they did a good job tucking this plant right in between the Hoyas. The Hoya retuses were looking so nice and yummy. This plant was only $10 and look how nice and trailing it is already. So many nodes on this one. I was actually taking a closer look to see if there's any peduncles. These Griffin begonias just pulled me right in. I had to get a nice shot of them for you. Wow, and they were only $7. Look at the foliage on these beauties. Absolutely stunning. They're in a 6-inch pot too, and the trunks were nice and thick. What a beautiful plant. Wow, and then I noticed they had some huge pots. These were too heavy to lift, but they were nice and bushy, and of course beautiful foliage. These beauties were only $20. What a nice full pot. Such a beautiful plant. Look at this beautiful display of string of hearts. They've got so many of these plants, just rows and rows of string of hearts. And of course they had rows and rows of string of arrows too. What a beautiful display. Such a beautiful plant wall. And just across from this beautiful plant wall are these Begonia maculatas in bloom. This plant is nice and huge and just loaded with flowers. Look at these beautiful flowers. These beauties are in a 10-inch pot for $60. Cartoon cactus caught my eye. They're $25. That is just speaking to me. The variegated string of pearls were only $13, and these 3.5-inch pots were looking nice and full. And of course, you can't forget the variegated string of hearts. These beauties were only $10. The string of turtles were only $7. This pot is looking so nice and full, and let's get a look at those variegated string of hearts too. Now, just before leaving the store, I saw this amazing Cebu blue. Let's just take a moment to look at this beautiful gem. It's not for sale. We can't buy it, but we can always look. That fenestrated leaf is looking so nice and beautiful. It's the end of our plant tour, plant friends. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and you can follow me on Instagram at Life of Bellina.